I'd like to give a good RGS Explorer welcome to Emily Penn.
I went from an architecture student in England to sailing a very remote group of islands called the Line Islands in Kiribati. I experienced that change in landscape and culture and climate, and it really put everything into context with what I already knew. I basically decided I didn't want to get on an aeroplane ever again. I went on Google, and of course, this popped up. So this is Earth Race. I went down to meet the crew for a weekend, the skipper had said, and didn't end up going home for another 923 days. And we would just sit in the helm or up on the roof, staring out at this perfect blue, looking at the curvature of the Earth on the horizon. And when you're at sea, you're always picking your path by reacting to the changes in the environment around you. The wind, the waves, you have to change course. There's no buffer at sea. You've just got to do it right there and then. And for me, this was a real turning point in my life, because up until now, I'd been to school, been to university, was off to my first job, and out here, it made me realize that, my own life as well, there's no roads to follow. I needed to react to what I was seeing and change that path. The issue that really, hit me the most was this plastic everywhere. Plastic is this incredible material. It lasts forever and ever, and that's what's so amazing about it. And then we go and design products like plastic bags that are literally designed to be used once and then thrown away. And it's this mismatch of materials, science, and design which really creates this huge problem in the ocean. But then there was a whole dimension that I really wasn't expecting. And it amazes me because you'll look out at the ocean and it will be perfectly blue and sparkly. And you think there cannot possibly be any plastic in there today. We're not in the middle of one of these mats of plastic, but yet you put that net through the water and every single time thousands of particles come up. So Kiribati is actually a colossal country if you look at its water area. It's made up of 33 islands that spread over almost the size of the United States in terms of its water area. But if you picked up all of those little islands and you squished them all together, they'd fit inside Cardiff. And those of you who've been on boats before know that usually you have to go down below into a tiny little cubicle, and then a wave comes and the toilet gets blocked and everything else. That's why this is just a delightful experience. Ocean view, and even if you're lucky, a chilly upsplash at the end. I found this incredibly ironic that in the middle of the biggest tuna fishery in the world, there's a sign advertising tin tuna that's been tinned somewhere foreign and imported. And later that day, I saw about 20-year-old Kiribati guy strutting around on the wharf, and he clearly was the one who, all of the ladies liked, and the girls were all kind of watching him shyly. And he was strutting around in this skin-tight V-neck, sort of diamonds around the neck, lime green ladies t-shirt, literally thinking he was the coolest kid around, and he had nothing to base it on. And it was just beautiful to see that there on this island. And we had the whole village had come out to see what was going on, this boat that had appeared. They never have vessels come and visit. You wouldn't ever want to try and land on this island. So they were saying, come in here. And we were looking at these huge, great big waves like this. They were saying, oh yeah, just come in over here. And we were thinking, oh, we're definitely not taking our one dinghy with our one little outboard engine in over that thing. So we started taking off down the side of this island. By this time, the whole village was running along the beach as we were coming along the side and looking for a better place to land. It was an amazing way just to arrive at a place, and everything that I've done is all about the journey and the way that you get there. I love visiting these islands because I find that looking at these challenges on an island scale, it's much easier to see some of the solutions. You can certainly see the problems more, but I realised when I come back to England that we have exactly the same problems here. It's much easier to hide them. It's every single little niche in society that needs to be changed. Every single person in this room has a skill to offer that's essential for, moving us forward. What are you brilliant at, and what do you love to do? Basically getting down to the question of, what do you have to offer?